I've been working for the last 10 years in the fields of purpose, community building and advocacy with some of the largest brands on the planet and in Australia, both businesses, NGOs and startups as well, like yourself. My big focus and what we've been working on is how we build business growth through purpose-driven marketing and communication and advocacy-based techniques. Advocacy is simple in many ways. It's what we do as human beings. It's sharing. We all share every day. We share considerable amount offline, with friends, with colleagues, with our networks, and we obviously share online, which gets a lot of press coverage as well. Social media over the last 10 to 15 years, obviously exploding that. And purpose is really at the heart of that. Purpose is where everything starts. It's the stuff that gets us going. In Japanese, it's known as a kigai, and it's that sweet spot of what we love doing or what a business exists for, and a passion point with an audience, with your customer base, and then how you bring that to life, how you live that in every aspect. So if you're a business, it's the products that you develop, it's the way you treat your staff, it's the way you connect with your communities who are buying and sharing your product for you. It's really the most powerful and potent reason for existence and for doing business, and it's the same on a human level. Yeah, so Chobani it's a great story because it's a humble yogurt at the end of the day, and its purpose was actually defined by its founder Hamdi Ulukaya, who actually went to the US and had this dream of everyone being able to afford great tasting healthy food, and he was a little dismayed by the quality of the yogurt that was available in the mainstream at the US at that point in time. So he had this incredible purpose that was always already embedded within the business, and everything he does is purpose-led. And so what we did is we worked to build a model that connected it with people who love great tasting healthy food. And thankfully there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in Australia, and there's a lot of them in the US as well. And in the US, within 4 years, it went from launch to market leader. At the time, it was the fastest growing business in the history of business. And in Australia, what we looked at was how we took that model and how we looked to build market leadership without any real reliance on traditional advertising or marketing. And we took them within 18 months from launch to category leadership within the yogurt section through people sharing when they discovered Chobani, how great it was, and the deeper they sort of scratched beneath the surface of the brand and the business, they found even better stories. They found them, and that was what those sharing of stories as well. The power of purpose is not just about making profits and making sales. It's the fact that you're changing people's lives, and your first community as a business are the people that you hire, the people that you work with every day, and how how your purpose can support them and their families can have a knock-on effect on the planet, and on a societal level. And that is effectively what a purpose-driven business is. It is not profit-led at the outset. It absolutely, they're commercial entities and they're making money, but they have a much broader stakeholder approach, which includes staff. It includes the environment, it includes societies, it includes their suppliers. It's a much more holistic view. Very briefly, it's a great report it's now called the Stengel 50, and it was a 10-year piece of research that was done by Jim Stengel in partnership with Millward Brown. And it looked at the top 50 purpose-driven businesses. Now they fit a certain perspective, but ultimately they're there to make money, but they have this multiple stakeholder, more holistic approach to the world and to business. And over a number of periods, I think it was a 10 and an 8 and a 5-year period especially, their performance and their return to shareholders was compared with the S&P 500. And on average, there was a 400% increase return for the purpose-driven businesses than from the more traditional businesses in the S&P 500. Well, I think the main thing is leveraging this incredible energy and this community that has been built around the blockchain. Like you said, it's already there and it's existing. And so the first thing to do is to understand your purpose. A lot of people, a lot of businesses get drawn into the technical aspects of what they do naturally. It's the craft that we do. But ultimately what connects people is a higher purpose. And if you can embed that in with the technical aspects of what you're doing, then your opportunity to garner word of mouth, build communities, raise money, drive sales, and have a bigger impact on the planet is exponential in comparison to just the technical aspect of life. Well, I think at the very heart of it is the purpose is around protecting creativity. You know, what you guys are working with and all the amazing team that you've pulled together is leveraging blockchain and what's happening, all the exciting stuff that's happening in that space. But ultimately, it's about protecting the creative rights of a huge amount of people in an industry who are out there creating stories, movies to inspire others. And I think that's the number one thing. The second thing, which is really exciting, is ultimately that is a community in its own right. So the shared purpose and passion point between yourselves and themselves is what makes this so powerful and I think really exciting. You know, that is an industry that lives with a key guy in many ways. You know, they have a purpose, they have a passion that they come to, you know, every day when they're creating. So it's, in many ways, it really feels like a match made in heaven.